So the judges have already handed over the grading scores to us, so we are just computing it. So while we get the computation done, I'll just request the judges to give the generic feedback for the benefit of all of you. So since Mr. Jayesh is already seated, so I'll request Mr. Jayesh to please come and share his feedback.
Good afternoon, everyone. So the tough part is over, so you guys can relax now. Okay. Let me share the secret. Okay. I made my first presentation when I went to school some 15 years ago, and the first day when I made the presentation, it was again a generic presentation, and my legs were shaking. So let me tell you, you guys did an incredible job. Each one of us had this feedback too. So the level of analysis, the level of research report, every year we see that day in, day out, that the level of arguments in the research reports are getting better and better. Having said that, a few suggestions from my side. First and foremost, we Indians have this problem. Okay, we try and speak too much, too fast, too quickly. Okay, and this is not a feedback for you guys. I got this feedback as well. My professor used to tell me that, and he used to address me Gandhi, you are the only guy who can fit 2 words as quickly as possible in a given time span. Nobody else can do it, and that's the problem. That's the problem that we Indians have. That is something that I've realized and I've learned to speak at a certain pace, and that is something that you guys will also have to do to ensure that you are communicating well, not only in the Indian scenario but also in the international scenario. Also, I saw the slides and I saw the presentations. They're amazing. However, there's a very important rule about presentation, which is saying that less is more. The less you present in a slide, the less complicated slide you make, the less busy slide you make, the better it is. And I saw some of the slides, they were amazing. I mean, there were arrows going all over the place. I mean, I was trying to figure out which arrow is going where and where I should focus on. And if that is the state of who understands the company and business and understands this context, think what will happen to an international audience. So this is another important rule that you should remember whenever you're presenting, that you can present and talk about it more and give more clarity by presenting less stuff on the slide. By putting everything on a slide, you may probably miss the point or make multiple points which may not be relevant. Finally, I think what I would say that is that there is really no real answer or real decision here. All of us have taken various factors into account while deciding on the team, which is our collective judgment of which team we think has the best probability of making it to the finals. And this is not only finals in India, but finals at the global stage. This judgment of ours or decision of ours may not reflect truly on what each of you are capable of doing. It is just a first step. Remember that. It's just a first step of telling you that you've done better or you can do better or some way of expressing our opinion. But that may not be the final opinion. This is the first step. And I'm sure that this experience will go a long way in your careers in future, where you can refine and modify and change and again improvise on various techniques which are there of presentation. The format that is there is something which is very well established. If you can't convince anybody in the 10 minutes that you get to talk to the person, think about it, that it can't be done. So the format and the layout and the presentation, etc., is pretty well established in the global scenario. You know about it, you've already tried it once. Now it is for you to take it up to the next level and improvise and make it better and better and better. I'm sure all of you will do that. And I'm sure all of you will improvise and get better on this. But from our point of view, from judges' point of view, we had to select one team. We made our collective judgment that may not reflect on you, on your capabilities. Please understand that. Doesn't mean that others are not good. It only means that others need to do, need to do some more improvisation. And it is our collective judgment that this particular team or this group of guys, or this group of guys and girls, can have a stronger probability of making it to the finals. This is what I have to say. Maybe I'll ask Amit and Nilkan to come in more here.
Thank you, Jayesh. So again, we were discussing there that in the judges' discussion that a very impressive set of presentations. I mean, I wish that some of our research analysts in our teams do the kind of work that you guys did. So very impressed. But given that I have been working for at least 16, 17 years longer than you, so I have to give you some advice. The first advice I must give you is that the analyst's value is in his or her credibility, because people will listen to you if they want to believe you, because see, we are putting out views, right? If you were sitting through the presentations, you would have realized that the cost of equity assumptions range from 11% to 15%. Right? The risk-free rate assumption went from 6.5% to 8.5%. Right? And this is talking about the same company, same country, the same time frame. So we are all presenting views here. We are, and someone very honestly said that, look, we are forecasting something that is very hard to forecast, so there has to be a value for what they're doing right now, right? Which is, I think, is a very honest answer and the right answer. Now, if you start bluffing in your answers, and you start bluffing very clearly, the guy at the other side can figure it out, you lost the game. You could have done the hardest amount of work. The moment you give an answer which the person in front of you sees through, you've lost the game, right? So it is much easier to say, I haven't thought through that, and I'll get back to you, rather than give an answer that you think the other guy won't get, but if he does. And I saw at least two teams doing it very, very clearly, and that I think you should try to change.